Peace be upon you, and welcome to Discover Islam. Today, we will talk about a beautiful quality of Prophet Muhammad: his patience and kindness in the face of harm. How did he react when the people of Makkah hurt him? What happened when the people of Taif threw stones at him? How did he deal with the hypocrites in Medina? And what did he do when he entered Makkah as a victor? Join us as we explore these inspiring stories and learn valuable lessons for our own lives. Stay with us, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more great content. Prophet Muhammad showed great patience when the people of Makkah hurt him. From the beginning of his message, the leaders of Quraysh opposed him because they saw Islam as a threat to their power. He faced both physical and emotional harm but never responded with anger or revenge. One of the worst things they did was throwing dirt and trash on him while he was praying at the Kaaba. Once, a man named Uqba ibn Abi Mu'ayt placed a camel's intestines on his back while he was in prostration. He did not remove it until his daughter Fatima came and cleaned it off. But even then, he did not curse them or take revenge. They also mocked him and called him a liar, a magician, and crazy. But he remained calm and did not respond with insults. He followed Allah's command to be patient and kind, even when others were cruel. The Quraysh also punished him by banning trade and food from reaching his family and followers. This boycott lasted for years, causing great suffering. But the Prophet stayed strong and continued his mission without losing hope. Despite all this, he never prayed against his people. Instead, he said, "O Allah, forgive my people, for they do not know." This shows his great patience, mercy, and love, even for those who hurt him. When Prophet Muhammad went to the city of Taif to spread the message of Islam, he faced terrible treatment. Instead of welcoming him, the people of Taif mocked him and sent their children and servants to throw stones at him. He was injured so badly that his feet were covered in blood. The physical pain was strong, but the pain in his heart was even greater because they rejected the truth in such a cruel way. After leaving Taif, he rested in the shade of a garden, feeling sad and exhausted. There, he raised his hands and prayed to Allah, saying, "O Allah, I complain to you of my weakness, my lack of support, and how people humiliate me." Even in this painful moment, he did not curse the people or ask for their destruction. Instead, he chose patience and mercy. Then, the angel of the mountains came and told him that Allah could destroy the people of Taif by crushing them between two mountains. But the Prophet refused and said, "I hope that Allah will bring from their children people who will worship him alone and not associate anything with him." These words showed his great patience and kindness. He did not seek revenge but wanted guidance for them. Despite this painful experience, he never stopped his mission. Later, the people of Taif accepted Islam, and their city became an important part of the Muslim world. Prophet Muhammad showed great patience and kindness when dealing with the hypocrites in Medina, even though they were a serious danger to the Muslim community. Their leader, Abdullah ibn Ubay ibn Salul, pretended to be a Muslim in public but secretly planned to harm the Prophet and create problems among the Muslims. However, the Prophet did not treat him with hatred or revenge. Instead, he responded with wisdom and kindness. The hypocrites caused many problems, such as spreading false accusations in the incident of the slander and trying to create fights between the Muslim groups. Despite this, the Prophet did not punish them immediately. Some of his companions asked for permission to kill the leader of the hypocrites, but the Prophet refused and said, "I do not want people to say that Muhammad kills his own followers." Even when Abdullah ibn Ubay died, his son, who was a true Muslim, asked the Prophet to pray for his father. The Prophet agreed, even though some companions did not like it. This showed his kindness and his desire to bring people to Islam through patience and wisdom, rather than through force or revenge. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, entered Mecca on the day of its conquest, surrounded by his followers. For years, the people of Mecca had harmed him and his companions, but he did not seek revenge. His heart was full of mercy and kindness. The people of Mecca gathered in the mosque, afraid of what he might do. He asked them, "What do you think I will do to you?" They replied, "You are a kind and noble brother and the son of a kind and noble brother." The Prophet then said the famous words, "Go, you are free." With these simple words, he forgave them all. He did not punish anyone, even those who had hurt him the most. He gave safety to those who stayed in their homes, entered the mosque, or took refuge in the house of his former enemy, Abu Sufyan. This was not just kindness, it was a lesson in forgiveness and strength. His mercy won the hearts of the people, and many accepted Islam with love and faith. By showing forgiveness instead of revenge, the Prophet united the people and built a strong and peaceful community.